Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am your host Deja B. Today I will be sharing the top 2 haunting stories. As of October 2023, I will post new content 1 to 2 times a week. And if you're a fan of creepy and scary stories, I believe I have it here. So don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, so you will never miss any of my newly uploaded videos. So, with all that said, sit back, relax, and stay away from those dark corners.
In the heart of the southern United States, nestled in the 19th century, there lived a family whose name would forever be intertwined with a mysterious and unsettling legend, the Bell Witch haunting. This chilling tale unfolded in the northwest corner of Robertson County, Tennessee, along the banks of the Red River, near the present-day town of Adams. The Bell family, led by the patriarch, Farmer John Bell Sr., called this place home. For 4 haunting years, from 1817 to 1821, they would face a relentless and mostly invisible tormentor, an entity capable of speech, manipulation of the physical world, and even shape-shifting. The legend spoke of a spirit that could traverse great distances with unnatural speed and might even be in multiple places simultaneously. To add to its eerie repertoire, it possessed clairvoyant abilities, gazing beyond the veil of the ordinary. But it wasn't until 1894 that the legend of the Bell Witch found its most enduring written record in the form of Martin V. Ingram's Authenticated History of the Bell Witch. This book, now considered the cornerstone of the Bell Witch lore, introduced the world to the terrifying saga of the Bell family. Ingram's meticulous research and documentation of the experiences of known historical figures, who had grappled with the malevolent force that plagued the Bells. However, as time passed, skepticism crept in, with some dismissing Ingram's work as historical fiction or even outright fraud. On the other hand, some scholars saw it as a valuable window into the beliefs of 19th century America. Curiously, one aspect of the Bell Witch legend that wasn't originally part of the tale gained prominence in the 20th century, the Bell Witch Cave. This cavern became a source of fascination, belief, and lore, drawing curious visitors from far and wide. The legend had evolved, transcending its regional roots to captivate the imaginations of people across the nation through artistic interpretations in film and music. Yet, the Bell Witch story had even more unexpected connections. In the early 1820s, as the Bell family grappled with their supernatural tormentor, John R. Bell, a military officer, embarked on the Stephen Harriman Long expedition to explore the central Great Plains. On their journey, provisions grew scarce, and the expedition split into separate parties, reuniting in Fort Smith, Arkansas, near the Rocky Mountains. As fate would have it, on his return trip, John crossed the Red River at Port Royal, Tennessee, where he encountered an intriguing story. On that fateful day in 1820, John Bell stopped at the Murphy residence in Robertson County for a meal. During his visit, he learned of a young woman who was accompanied by a mysterious voice. This voice insisted that the young woman should marry a local man, drawing thousands of curious onlookers from near and far. John Bell recorded this strange encounter in his travel journal, expressing the prevailing belief that the voice might be ventriloquism or some sort of deception, possibly involving the girl or her brother. This unusual incident served as a curious footnote in the annals of the Bell Witch legend. Intriguingly, Enlightenment writers of the late 18th century had developed ventriloquist theory, explaining supernatural voices as naturalistic phenomena. This theory found its way into the religious expressions of the Great Awakenings and the practices of Native American shamans. As secular explanations gained traction, stage magicians in the early 19th century adopted ventriloquism, spreading the concept across the United States. This cultural shift relegated religious interpretations of supernatural voices to the fringes while elevating secular interpretations as more sophisticated. The Bell Witch legend also found its way into the pages of newspapers like the New England Farmer and the Green Mountain Freeman in 1856. These publications attributed their stories to the Saturday Evening Post. The accounts told of a Tennessee ghost or Bell ghost that had haunted the region 30 years prior. The ghostly entity would only manifest in the darkness of night, sparking widespread intrigue. The tale spun around a love story between Betsy Bell and Joshua Gardner, invoking elements of ventriloquism and deception. However, Martin V. Ingram later claimed that a similar article published in the Saturday Evening Post around 1849 had caused outrage and legal action. The article attempted to link the Bell Witch to the Bell family, leading to a libel suit. The matter was eventually settled, with the paper retracting its charges. It became clear that young Betsy Bell could not have orchestrated such a deception, and she underwent numerous tests to prove her innocence, suffering greatly from the accusations. The Bell Witch legend took another intriguing twist in 1868 when Tom Kleinert and Dick Burgess faced charges of murder. They were accused of killing Mr. Smith, who claimed to possess witchcraft powers while working with them on a farm near Adams Station. Smith's alleged use of occult powers led to a deadly altercation between the men. The trial ended with a not guilty verdict, but it left behind lingering questions about the supernatural. As the years passed, the Bell Witch legend continued to weave itself into the fabric of American folklore. In 1880, an article described a haunted house in Springfield, Tennessee, where mysterious knocking sounds beneath the floorboards plagued the occupants. Crowds of people flocked to witness the phenomenon, despite the homeowners' pleas for them to leave. This event reminded locals of the Bell Witch legend, where people had traveled from far and wide to hear or see her. These strange occurrences were not limited to Tennessee. In 1890, stories emerged from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, where coal inexplicably fell from the ceiling of a minister's home, injuring his wife. Speculation linked these events to the Bell Witches of Robertson County, igniting fear and curiosity. Similarly, Adams Station, Tennessee, witnessed bizarre happenings in 1890. People reported mysterious visits from unknown women and strange figures that defied explanation. The witch's presence seemed to have re-emerged, captivating the imagination of those who encountered it. Despite the captivating allure of the Bell Witch legend, skepticism remained a constant companion. Paranormal researchers and scholars cautioned against accepting the story at face value, emphasizing the importance of scrutinizing sources and demanding evidence to support extraordinary claims. Some argued that the legend was nothing more than a sensationalized folk narrative, while others suspected fraud or manipulation, particularly by young Betsy Bell. Still, the Bell Witch legend endures, not solely as a tale of the supernatural, but as a reflection of the beliefs, fears, and mysteries that have fascinated generations of Americans. Whether a true account of the paranormal or a product of human imagination, the legend of the Bell Witch continues to intrigue, leaving us to ponder the thin boundary between reality and the unexplained.
Thank you for watching this far. And if you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you. And let's continue with our final top story.
Once upon a time, in the quiet town of Fremont County, Iowa, a young girl named Kate Farmer came into the world in the mid-1800s. Her life would become a legend filled with mystery and tragedy. Kate's journey began under a dark cloud. Her mother's life was tragically cut short on September 23, 1865, when Kate was just a toddler. With her maternal guardian gone, she found herself in the care of her grandfather, Joe Chandler, who did his best to raise her. In 1870, her father, George Washington Farmer, was appointed as the postmaster of Hamburg, Iowa. He remarried in 1871, bringing 2 more daughters into the world before relocating to Texas in search of a fresh start. But sadly, George passed away in 1876, leaving Kate without parents and family support. In the midst of her tumultuous family life, Kate found love. On December 30th, 1885, she tied the knot with Thomas Edwin Morgan. Their love bore fruit in the form of a baby boy, born on Halloween in 1886. Yet, their joy was fleeting, as the infant's life was cut short after just 2 days. Around 1890, Kate took a mysterious turn. She eloped with Albert Allen, a stepson of her husband Thomas's stepmother, Emily Dennison Allen Morgan. This whirlwind relationship didn't seem to last long, leaving Kate adrift in life, with few records to trace her journey. Her next chapter unfolded at the Hotel del Coronado in 1892. On November 24th, she arrived at the Grand Hotel, checking in under the alias Mrs. Lottie A. Bernard, Detroit. The hotel staff described her as a ladylike, beautiful woman, elegantly dressed but deeply troubled and sad. Then, on November 29th, 1892, just 5 days after her arrival, a terrible discovery was made. Kate Morgan was found lifeless on the exterior staircase of the Hotel del Coronado, a gunshot wound to her head, suggesting a self-inflicted tragedy. However, the bullet found in her head did not match the gun she had in her possession. It was a perplexing mystery. Decades later, in the 1980s, a San Francisco lawyer named Alan May suggested that Kate's death might have involved foul play. During the coroner's inquest, suspicions arose as the bullet didn't align with her own firearm. Despite numerous theories, her death remained shrouded in uncertainty, with no confirmation of the truth. But Kate's presence refused to fade away. Over the years, many claim to have encountered her ghostly apparition at the Hotel del Coronado. These eerie sightings and other paranormal occurrences fueled the hotel's lore. The hotel's heritage department delved into the story, publishing an official book titled The Beautiful Stranger, The Ghost of Kate Morgan and the Hotel del Coronado. It carefully combed through historical documents in local libraries, historical societies, and university archives, as well as city hall and police files. The official stance leaned toward suicide. Multiple books were written about Kate's enigmatic life and death. John T. Cullen wrote Dead Move, Kate Morgan and the Haunting Mystery of Coronado, and a second book titled Coronado Mystery, Dead Move and Lethal Journey, 2nd edition. Terry Girardot contributed The Ghost of the Hotel del Coronado, the true story of Kate Morgan, drawing from a family connection. Based on the information provided, Kate's husband, Tom Morgan, is also her first cousin once removed. This is because Kate's maternal grandmother and Tom Morgan are half-siblings, making Tom's mother and Kate's mother first cousins. Girardot's book contained newspaper articles from San Diego, Los Angeles, and San Francisco from that period, along with genealogical research documents. Lastly, lawyer Alan M. May penned a ghost storybook speculating on Kate's demise and her potential connection to his own ancestors. In the end, the tale of Kate Morgan remains an unsolved enigma, a story that haunts the annals of history, much like her ghost is said to haunt the corridors of the Hotel del Coronado.
Thank you for watching. Before you go, please, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Thank you.